me, Dale. I'm your host, and my goodness, this is my life as it happens in a single story told week after week after week. And you are here for something special, aren't you? You good-looking people, the few, the brave, ready to experience the season 7 finale of this program, live here at the Pit Underground of Del Radio, coming to you as always from the foul banks of the Gowanus. And my goodness, this has been quite a time, quite a year, quite a season, hasn't it? Full of ups and downs and twists and turns. Why, just today as I was getting up this morning and rising from my off-brand memory foam mattress, and the kind of that happens when you get up from there, you know, I'd be okay having nothing and no one ever remember my body shape. I don't know why we need to have it. I'd be comfortable if Tempur-Pedic, along with several ex-lovers, just had like a mind wipe that you could have to never remember my body at all. But that's what it is, looking at just my shape there, softly carved into the mattress. You know, in ancient Greek times, boy, you'd go along and say, my goodness, let's look at the statue you carved of me, Paltry the Carver. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. You even got my toga right. Congratulations. But now it's just a sad older fellow looking at his indentation in the mattress and kind of tugging at a sheet to pull over his worst parts. Hashtag sad toga. But folks, I was getting up this morning. I got a little text. Don't you enjoy getting texts? I'm sending a number of you mine texts right now. It's wonderful, and I got one from my lady friend. You'll receive it in a couple of minutes, and then you'll kind of have a chuckle. But I got one from my lady friend, who I've just recently started seeing, and it's wonderful to get them early morning. I tell you, you have a lot of, this has been such a great year. There's been a lot of nice press notices about the show. We have the Time Out pig there, and you get one article that says you're incredible for awkwardness and also wonderfully creepy. Well, you're certainly the most attractive podcaster in the room. And that room, of course, is the Activities Center at the Fallen Branches Senior Assisted Living Facility in Sunnyside, which is where I met her. She's not a resident there, though she is a little bit older than I am. But she's not a resident, she's a volunteer like I am. And we met, we were wrestling with one of those enormous coffee urns that they have. You know, they prefer that you don't call it an urn at the Senior Assisted Living Facility. But we have a little bit of fun with that. Anyhow, my advice, of course, with any new relationship is that you take things slow. You don't progress too quickly. It turns out the other night she was interested. She suggested that we get involved in a little role play. Spice things up. Well, in the heat of the moment, the only person that occurred to me, of course, was Wilford Brimley. So I made some kind of contraption there, and I find myself just shouting, I have diabetes! You want me to have diabetes? Oh! Things got weird from there. Folks, oh, they certainly did. We're going to get a little bit weird tonight, too. We've got a great show for you. And it's going to be terrific. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about summer. It's great that we've had, it's great that we've had 7 seasons of this program, somewhat improbably. But I wanted to do something because I promised I would do a giveaway. So we have a very attractive item here, and it's something that I think. It's a tote bag, and it says, I think this is perfect for podcast listeners, it says, I like boring things. Of course, a quote from the great Andy Warhol. So we're going to give this away to the first person who can correctly identify who our first guests were on our very first live show. That's right, I heard it over here. Congratulations, you come up and get it. Unbelievable. This is great. That's right. It was Scary. I don't know if everybody heard, but it was Jesse Klein and Noah Rothbaum. And Noah Rothbaum, of course, has gone on to write a terrific book about whiskeys and travel all over the world, and he's the expert on the subject. And Jesse Klein just won a Peabody for her work on Inside Amy Schumer. And here I am, still doing the show in the basement. So we're excited. Everything's coming up. Life is sweet. Speaking of sweet, here's a fellow who's been with us almost every show over these many years. Please say hello to Steve O'Reilly.
Hey everybody. How you doing?
Right. Settle down.
That's a wild crowd here tonight. It's a big
Hello up there in the balcony. We've got a great time of it. Now, Steve-O, I imagine, of course, you had probably a pretty terrific Memorial Day, and then you got your 2 little kiddos, so you probably got a full summer plan with camp and all kinds of activities.
Oh, Dale, I got it.
Well, I wish we could talk about it, but we'll have to find time in another show. Would you mind now playing me a little sit-down music, though? Something low and slow, like the gathering anger that coalesces behind the person that decides that the perfect moment to check their cell phone is halfway up the stairs, leaving the subway station. There it is. Steve O'Reilly doing the sit-down music. Thank you, Steve-O.
You're welcome there, Dale.
Oh,